Hi there everyone, it is currently the 18th of January 2013 and we are talking about a cold surge underway across the Western Pacific. This is actually a photo I put out on the Facebook page earlier on today just showing what we call a von Karman vortice pushing across Jeju-do here down towards the south. You can see all those swirls, kind of like a paddle going through water. Well, that's what's happening with all these clouds and those just very windy conditions pushing across the East China Sea there and creating that. But also we're still seeing some sea effect snow across Japan, all associated from this cold surge. And with those winds coming across the Sea of Japan, actually in some places here, you've seen about 50 centimeters in the past 24 hours. In Nagano and Niigata, very known for their good skiing there, while you're going to be seeing upwards of about 70 centimeters of snow going through and into your Friday, all due to that persistent northwesterly winds just continuing to blow on there. But also look down farther towards the south, we're seeing winds sustained, clocked in Okinawa at 55 kilometers per hour today, some gusts upwards of 80 kilometers per hour, and it's not just the windy conditions kicking up these seas, 5-meter high waves, and not to mention that transport of the colder air as far south as the Philippines. You've been seeing temperatures into the teens. Do not be surprised across northern portions of Luzon if you start diving into the single digits, just like I mentioned in my webcast about 24 hours ago here. Now as we look into Friday here, we're still seeing those winds continue to blow in from the north out until Saturday, still continuing to linger there. This is looking into about Saturday evening, but then we start to see it taper off going into the latter part of the week, and that cool surge really starts to let up because that high pressure is going to drift farther and farther towards the south, transporting with it all that cold air mass. But really, those gusty winds that you're seeing across the southern Japanese islands finally starting to get a little break. Unfortunately, CFX snow still is going to persist because you have those persistent northwesterly winds coming across the Sea of Japan there. So that is the main point I'm trying to get across today, is that you have the heavy snowfall off there towards Japan. Cold air, actually saw minus 32 on the temperature here in portions of Hokkaido. The gusty winds coming in from the north as shown here on the IR imagery. You can see that cloud cover. But down towards the tropics, if you're tuning in for a tropical update, there is nothing going on. Main reason is because we had that tropical depression here that joined in with that trough, became that superstorm that pushed off towards Japan. Well, what happened is it sucked in all the moisture from the south. The MGO let off a little bit here, and now there's nothing left over. Although, if we look a little bit farther towards the south, I really want to key in on this, is that monsoonal flow. Now, our last webcast, we mentioned that those continuous thunderstorms across Indonesia over there towards Malaysia. Well, unfortunately, one persisted here for just too long over the capital city of Indonesia and here in Jakarta. What the end result is upwards of 20,000 people have now had to leave their homes and be evacuated due to that consistent showers and thunderstorm activity, but also 4 have died. Sadly, also widespread congestion on the roadways. Many of the bus traffic has been completely cut off there in Jakarta due to that persistent rain. So it does show that this thunderstorm activity during the wet season here really can cause all sorts of problems on the ground, especially if it's over the wrong spot at the wrong time. And unfortunately, the wet season is going to continue to persist. It's also fueling moisture for the possible development of several cyclones into the next 5 to 10 days across Australia. Please do check out 28storms.com or on our webpage. We posted their video there as well for the latest on that development. But the moisture that will be feeding that is still going to be impacting here across Indonesia. So it does look like a slight break into the weekend, but you're still going to be seeing those afternoon thunderstorms, specifically the sea breeze flare up here. Very, very heavy rain showers, upwards of 1 to even 200 millimeters in a 24-hour period, and you do not need any more there. Good news, it's not bad as 2007. Bad news is that it's still very bad and already becoming a deadly scenario, but you can see some of this thunderstorm activity here on the Euro model actually indicating that heavy burst of showers there over Jakarta. And as we look into the next several days, it does continue to persist, all associated with that wet monsoonal flow. Take a look out here to the end of the model run. This is going into Wednesday, though. We have in several areas across Australia. Actually, if we can reposition this and look all the way down there towards the south at our friends down under, because things get very interesting here on the Euro model going into the latter part of the model run. 2 storms, one towards the east, one towards the west. The one towards the west, oh well, as you can see here, it really wants to develop this, and it really wants to turn it into a strong storm system off there along the western coast of Australia. So something to watch here into the coming days. Please do check out 28 Storms though, and all Cyclone Chasers as well for more information on that. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks for watching here. Hit the like button if you really enjoyed the video, or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Western Pacific Weather, or follow me at Robert Speta. And don't forget, I'm on NHK World doing my thing with the worldwide weather updates all evenings every week. So thanks for watching though, and stay safe out there. Have a great day.